Warning, what you are about to see will make you think you can get off the couch, go outside, and try it yourself. Don't, and you can't. We are extreme professionals.
Falling from the sky, I'm gonna run and hide. Well, hey there, Kevin, them can't stand there while the arms are falling off the trees. Well, legs, move your legs, please. Hey there, singer man, what about me? My name is Paul, and I cut trees. I'm similar to surgery, eradicate disease.
I'm Paul Nosak. I'm a saw for hire. I'm here to protect your children, you and your home from the deadliest vegetation on the planet, trees. Now let's go cut some. Today we're going from here, right next door. We're going to be taking out a great big leader that goes out over their big tile roof. And coincidentally, I knew the neighbors because we put their roof on. So that kind of helps. But they saw what we did over here. They're like, geez, we got to get that limb off before it's not going to evaporate off there and then just kind of come off on the roof and, you know, fluff sawdust. So it's time to take it while we're here. Thanks, John. So that's where we're going today.
Hey, Paul. 1 second. Get rid of Bobcat in here. My foot's in trouble.
Johnny, you watching the front? What you're going to see, we're going to do is we're going to get the crane all set up, which is very difficult from the angle we're working on. So once they got all that stuff prepped for me, I'll throw the outriggers out, get things set up, and shoot the boom up there and take that big one out. Now you're going to see it go a whole lot different than what you've been watching because we're a lot closer to the job right now, okay? And I'm about to get run over here. They just don't want to take the time or have the patience for us to bring our office to you in your living room. But I'm going to work on my guys. Don't worry. Take that one out and put it underneath this one.
It is cold, even just the drips. Yep, we'll cut it flat right up on top. One cut. 2 strands. Got brown water. Do I need to smack it? Nasty. Yeah, take these things home every once in a while. Stick them in the dishwasher on top rack, wash them. Ugh, they get to stinking. Give it about 3 days of sweating. You can't hardly stand it on your head because it smells so bad. But it keeps your head from getting caved in by a piece of wood.
What we're going to do today is what I've already told you. We're going to be taking off that whole leader right there. And we're fixing to. So keep your eye peeled because we're right over a very, very, very nice home. We're on a hard angle with the crane. Can't get in the yard, okay? And this is one of the reasons why I'm showing this to you all because there are sometimes obstacles that are beyond our control that we have to overcome in order to take a tree down safely for you, okay? But we're going to take this leader out and bring it around up behind this tree and set it right out here in the street. We're going to do that in a few minutes, so be patient. Let me tell you what, you don't realize that in in disasters when people get promoted. It's just like the military. That's how people get promoted. It's disasters, and it's how they handle under a disaster. Before you come down, there's a couple dead limbs up there that are going out. You might need a pole to get them.
Oh, well, here next to me, I'm gonna cut.
Man, I just had a memory. 6 years ago, I got hit in the head right here on that tree. What we've got here is a catastrophe to biblical proportions. This is the greatest size disaster next to a hurricane that's ever hit Oklahoma. We've got what would be equivalent to probably a Category 4 or an F5 tornado that has just blown through the metropolis area of Tulsa and really from Lawton all the way to Springfield, Missouri. The disaster is, I haven't even been able to watch the news yet. We're on day 2 of trying to start helping the people to clean up. Now, we're helping people because we're here and we're providing an honest service for them. And they're delighted that we're here. People are making us soup. They're bringing us out food and drinks and clothing because we're out here freezing to take the trees off their houses. Right now, I just had dispatched Heidi to go to Bass Pro to get all the raincoats and boots and gloves and socks she could get for 20 men. And so we're really hunkered down here in cold operating conditions, wet operating conditions, and unsafe operating conditions. We still have limbs falling off of trees all around us. Right now, we're gonna walk through so I can dispatch Josh and show him what needs to be done at this next house.
Oh man, a disaster is what it is. Man. Couldn't believe it yesterday morning when I woke up and I took a drive around. I couldn't even believe it. This is crazy. I guess it's work security, right? Job security?
Yeah. Is your second day on the job here?
What's that?
What happened yesterday when you got here?
Well, actually, we went to the house across the street. I don't know if you got a shot of the tree that fell into the side of people's house, but that's what we mainly concentrated on yesterday, and that's still not even all cleaned up. We still have the whole backyard to do. We took down 4 trees ourselves, and then the one uprooted itself, so they're going to lose 5 in the front, maybe 3 or 4 in the back.
Let's go to the backyard. Now, backyards are not priorities right now, okay? This one is coming out right here, okay? The little elm right there is coming out, okay? Everything else is coming out of the yard. I would move the trailer, drop both of these right there, okay? The big elm will get in the bucket truck. The big elm is Phil Brooks, but the big elm on this side has got a limb going over. We want to take that limb back to the tree, collar cut it, the big oak in the backyard. We'll walk back there right now. It's coming out. We're in the backyard, and as you can see, we're still dealing with ice. It's not even melted. We're still dealing with freezing conditions. And I think we probably had 1.5 inches of ice total accumulation. It's just unbelievable, you know. It's nothing I haven't ever seen before, but it's so much more accumulated damage. Everyone has this. It's a no respecter of people storm. You can't like build yourself a seawall and protect yourself from the hurricane and build your home all out of concrete. This is a storm that no matter what, your trees are down. That's why we tell people they are the deadliest vegetation on the planet, but they're the most helpful. This one right here is coming down. The elm is coming down. Yeah. This one here is coming down. Yeah, they really do. And then that line. And then we're done here. No, it ain't. No, he had that installed.
That is a hell of a generator.
Yeah, that's what I need for my house.
That'll run your whole
We're going to be setting up a command station at a couple different points in town for people to come and sign up and get on our list. We're always giving away free firewood. You can contact our office and get free firewood over there. Don't be cold in a storm like this. Hey, if you touch that remote, I'm going to have Jerome put a body harness on you, and we're going to run you up in the tree. Hey, this is not Christmas, but no, you guys are going to get more than this. But I want everybody to be warm, okay? There's no reason for me to be warm and you guys not be warm too. Yeah, if you're suited, get back to work, okay? What's wrong with it?
Forget about your wardrobe, let's go to work.
I need you to come over here and go with a lady to do an estimate. He's such a pantywad. He's always moaning about himself instead of realizing it's people that matter. No, the core group, is the core group going to get their new outfit before? Everyone's covered here, okay? My phone just went out. Pantywads. You're welcome, Justin. Now get to work, damn it. Next time you don't do what he says, you're going to get a pay deduction. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. You never, ever get in a tree that's on the ground and climb up in it and start cutting on it. That is one of the worst ways and the fastest ways to get killed or cut up. I don't need a man out here getting hurt and having to run somebody to the emergency room. I need manpower out here doing their job, not getting hurt. That's my job right now, to make sure they don't get hurt. We've got dangerous trees even when they're on the ground. Until you have that suspended energy taken out of the tree, that thing is still dangerous, can still crush you and break your legs. I've seen and heard and talked to people who have witnessed other people suffocating from the log falling on them. hard when you got so many people and you're trying to satisfy and take care of so many people. So when we've got a lot of people, we're really dispersed. We've got our radios to stay in communication, but I don't have radios for everyone. We got 15 radios. I got 20 people out here, and I got people that aren't really being very effective because I don't have a leader on them right now. So I've got to go around and do a little bit of babysitting. Okay, bye-bye. This brought over right over here, okay? And then we're gonna bring the crane back here to get everything out.
Bring it up, please.
You go to my yard, 2121
Junior,
East Hughes
John,
Street.
with me back here.
No. Who are you bringing back here? No, you're not. Every one of them has got their own disbursement.
At this instant.
You can't just keep... Are you kidding? John's been with me for 6 months. He does know what he's doing. And while you were out driving around getting the grapple, let me tell you what. You don't realize that in disasters, when people get promoted, it's just like the military. That's how people get promoted. It's disasters, and it's how they handle under a disaster. We've got 5 crews already in the work right here in town. We're handling everything that is a major disaster where they can't get in and out of the driveway, where they can't get their power hooked back up. We're assessing all of those projects and then coming back to handle the non-emergency stuff. Listen up. When I see y'all and I tell y'all to go back to work, y'all need to go back to work. Okay?
As compared to some of the jobs I've had, this probably isn't my favorite. I love the physicality of it. I like being outdoors. I served 4 years in the Marines, and that sometimes helps me deal with Paul's way and mentality of thinking. I think it would have been great being in the military. His directions are so mismatched, and I think he's got his head going so many different places that he assumes that what we do on a daily basis holds true for every job, whereas it's always a little bit different. For the most part, what we do is the same. However, he's the only one that knows his chaotic mind.
Get the bucket truck, prune this tree, prune that tree. Just the snaps. John, you guys need to keep the same 3 guys working with you every day, okay? Hello? Yes, Becky. Hang on 1 second here. Get another call. I can't find my phone. Shoot. Where are you? Okay. Okay. I will send someone there. Get me an address, and I'm going to give you Tom's, in 5 minutes, I'll give you Tom's number, and I'll send him there right now to go get it. Hey, Josh or Bruce, who's in the Bobcat? Somebody give a Bobcat operator a radio. I got people walking by them. We've got 5 crews already in the work right here in town. We're handling everything that is a major disaster where they can't get in and out of the driveway, where they can't get their power hooked back up. We're assessing all of those projects and then coming back to handle the non-emergency stuff, you know, to where we have an opportunity to let people get in and out of their driveways.
Or like when it's sticking in their house.
In the house. Those are main priorities. And just, I want the viewers to know, there are several different elements that are insured coverage for their home. If it's on your house in any way, the first thing I recommend is wait until it thaws out, because you do not want to get out there and then get hurt. Unless it's truly a hindrance on your power line, you want to watch for hot wires. Most homes are out of power right now across the city, so you want to watch for hot wires. But if you're going to take a tree down by yourself, there are certain techniques that you want to use on how you cut it down at the bottom, how you make your box cut, and where you put your wedge and your pie in there. Okay, the other thing is if it's just small brush, things like that, cut it from, look at the limb. If it's suspended like an arch and both ends are on the ground, you want to cut it from the bottom so you don't kink your saw. If one end is hanging up in the air, you cut it from the top. Two very simple techniques that all my guys know, because that way they don't jam their saw. You see people all the time pulling on their saws. What happens then is they break the grommets that hold the handle together, and then they got no clutch and no trigger. So be careful. Cut the limbs that are, if you have a whole tree, cut it down from the back. Don't get up in the tree. Never get in a down tree unless you're an expert and you have safety equipment. You do not want to be crawling around in the upper part of the tree. Cut it down from what you can reach and let it roll and things like that. That way it doesn't roll on you. Wear a hard hat. Go to get yourself a hard hat, because ice is still falling and limbs are still falling. We're not yard boys. Pick up your mic. Cut that thing in half so I can move it out of the way on the double. Not some little landscaping. Hey, right there at the trunk.